What is up? I really hate that I still have to make videos about this, but again, we have to talk about mewtwo Y and in general again about what direction the developers are taking when it comes to Unite. It has been a very unfun last few days, I can't deny it. I'm getting towards my limit of playing this game, myself even. I don't even know how some casuals do it, how they actually play the game every single day. Because if I was not making money right now with playing this game, I don't know, I would take a huge break until they nerf mewtwo Y. And I think a lot of you are just watching videos because you're currently taking a break. My viewership on Twitch also went a bit higher. I think people just don't really want to play right now and they're waiting for nerfs. And it's very, very sad that it feels like the developers are just trying to actively kill Unite. I just don't know why it feels like it, because I'm pretty sure it's not like that, right? They don't want to kill Unite. But it just feels like it. So many just very broken Pokemon this year that got released, and now mewtwo Y again is taking the candle. It's just absolutely ridiculous what is going on. And it's very sad because Unite is a great game, right? That's the sad part. I think all of us want Unite to succeed. Unite at its base, Unite is base, at its foundation. Unite is one of the best games I ever played. It's super fun. The art and design team of this game is amazing. Every single Pokemon feels fun and refreshing to play. They feel very unique as well, right? The Pokemon look amazing. I think they're so well transformed into a MOBA game, right? Like, that's what we also have to say. It feels very clean to play. Yeah, I play on a controller. Of course, the Switch has FPS issues, but to be able to play Pokemon like Zoroark and Dodrio super smoothly is absolutely amazing. But then they just make these huge mistakes of just having an overpowered Pokemon walk rampant for way too long, and it's happening again. Mewtwo Y currently, I just want to show this right now. This is mewtwo Y. This win rate right here, the mirror, the second one, the second part of this, the second part. It currently has a 67% win rate when it's on one team. 67% win rate when one team has it and the other team doesn't. I have no words for it. Like, really, the promise, like, the Unite was super fun for that 3 or 4 days where mewtwo Y, or mewtwo X even, mewtwo X is also still an issue. Mewtwo X currently actually sitting at a terrible win rate, because when you play mewtwo X, you're probably going to lose to mewtwo Y. So it's just Mewtwo's getting power creeped by its other version right now, which is also just hilarious. If you check again, actually I can just show it, right? Let's put this up as well again. It's absolutely hilarious. If you go to meta, you can see right here, mewtwo X is currently sitting at a 46.9% win rate. It's absolutely hilarious. You're actually actively griefing your team if you pick the X version and the enemies have the Y version. Then you have actively griefed your team, which is ridiculous to think about, right? Because when mewtwo Y is not part of the game, then X is still the best Pokemon as well. And it's currently sitting at 46%. So at this point, I really just don't know. Like, it's so frustrating. A lot of games go super well, and even if you make it to late game, you have no chance, because this Pokemon, mewtwo Y, just presses Unite move, all of you are half HP, it starts gunning you from half the screen away, and the worst part is also super easy to nerf it, right? Like, mewtwo Y, nerfing this Pokemon is super easy. It's not broken as a kid, right? It's not like a Sableye or Comfey, where it's very hard to balance because they have very broken mechanics, or very weird mechanics that are hard to balance. Mewtwo Y, just like Zacian, is straight up just a Pokemon with too many stats, right? You can nerf attack range, you can nerf attack speed, you can make Unite move not hit wild Pokemon. There's so many things. You can make sure the Mega Gauge takes longer, you can make the Mega Evolution on a later level. There's so many things you can do to just quickly give it a nerf for us to have more fun playing this game. And I don't know, like, do you guys think they're actually actively killing the game? It would make no sense to kill this game. The only conspiracy theory I have is that they want to kill the West and be like, okay, let's put all of our money into the Chinese version, right? Because the Chinese version is actually pretty different. So maybe they want to spend more time and all the money into that, and then they don't care about the West anymore. Of course, that is just like a conspiracy theory, but you never know. Like, Timmy has been so weird lately when it comes to these Pokemon. Remember, we had the letter as well, where they said, yeah, it's not going to happen again, guys. Some of our legendaries are supposed to be strong, but this time we're not going to do it as bad as Zacian. And now it just feels like it's literally Zacian again, right? Like, mewtwo Y has a 67% win rate when it's only in one team. Hello? Like, how is that okay? The one thing I don't think is that it doesn't even make money either, right? People are like, oh, it's going to make more money because you have to buy the Pokemon. But in the end, most of the player base gets it for free. only people that really want to win right now are going to buy mewtwo, so it's only people that really care about these imaginary rank points, I feel like, or they just want to abuse the most OP thing until it gets nerfed to have the feeling of, oh my god, we are so powerful, right? And besides that, it's a free Pokemon. And in the end, like, if something is this OP for this long, then I think you're just going to bleed player base. Let me know in the comments if you're even just on a break right now. I'm curious if you're on a break, if you're already thinking about quitting it again, because we all know it's just going to keep on happening when they release these legendary Pokemon, right? It's going to keep on going and going and going. We had it multiple times already, right? We had Shifu, we had Hooper, and I mean, then Zacian, Mewtwo X, and then Mewtwo again. That's also the worst part, right? That they release both one after another. We just thought, okay, maybe we can get rid of Mewtwo X. Oh, we get hit by the next Mega Evolution, which is literally just as broken, apparently even more broken than Mewtwo X, which honestly I didn't expect either, but in the end, you know, test server games are always a bit different and hard to judge. And just ruined so many good games as well. Like earlier, I played against a guy. He has like he has like 5,000 games, 50% win rate. He has played already 200 Mewtwo Y games in the season with a 66% win rate. So even someone who has 5,000 games with a 50% win rate can just absolutely destroy the entire game just by holding down A button, right? The problem is it also takes no skill to play. So I just don't understand where Timmy is. It is so frustrating. It has so much range, so much attack speed. Apparently as well that a Scarf and Red Emblems and Muscle Band are all even more effective, because apparently, according to the math code, there is some formula or something that applies. Like, you can see, what even happened to me? What even happened? I just got basic attack 3 times by an attacker with a billion attack speed, and I'm gone. I'm just straight gone. That's why you see X attack, rapid fire Scarf, Muscle Band, red emblems being put on. It has no animation. It just hovers around, and it's just a basic attack. It gets, like, if you watch my personal stream, right? If you go to Twitch TV, you watch my stream, you can see, like, I'm struggling very hard right now to actually have fun with this game as well. I'm trying my best to stay, like, cool-headed and just try to hope the enemies don't have Mewtwo Y. And for some reason, the enemy team always has it, but my team doesn't. It's also hilarious. Yesterday on Twitter, I posted also a picture where someone was hovering Mewtwo, and then my team switched it to a Cinderace with Choice Specs and Spoon. That's what I had in my team then in the end, instead of Mewtwo. It was also quite fun. And it just, what I hate is when I feel like a side character, right? When I play Unite and I just feel like, okay, it doesn't matter what I do. If the Mewtwo on the enemy team is good, or the Zacian, you have no chance of winning, right? You're literally just a side character while the other guy is playing a single player game. Like, he's like playing Diablo or something. He's just running around. He's just killing everything. He's just farming, right? Like, that's what it feels like. While you're trying your hardest to, like, get a raid boss done or something. It just doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel great. The Unite move as well. And again, it's so easy to nerf. So, like, where's the hotfix that talked about this, right? They hotfixed Mewtwo X for some reason, which was not even close of being enough, right? They just gave it a gentle touch onto the Mewtwo X nerfs, which was also just a complete joke. We all knew it's still going to be OP afterwards, right? And now it's just bad because Mewtwo Y is just a billion times more OP. And they're not nerfing it? Like, where's the nerf? How long are we? It's already 1.5 weeks now. 1.5 weeks with this abomination. And the funniest part is there's still people who tell me, Mewtwo X is actually better, Chris. Mewtwo X is better. Mewtwo Y is so frail. That's actually one of the most hitting things to ever listen to, is when someone says, oh, Mewtwo Y is frail, so don't worry about it. Just kill it. Just kill it. And even then, again, X is also still OP. But like, look at, like, what are you doing? What are you supposed to do? It just has so much attack range, so much attack speed, so much damage. Recover should never give Mega Gauge. Like, the fact that Mega Mewtwo Y can build up the Mega Gauge without even attacking anything and walk into team fight with the Mega Evolution on is just absolutely ridiculous. This game as well, like, you have no chance of winning against Mewtwo Y if your teammates do something like this. My Guja right now, the enemies are doing Ray, is looking to backcap. Like, I just don't know. I tried my hardest to win this game, but in the end, it doesn't even feel like I got outplayed. It's the worst part as well, right? Like, I didn't get outplayed. It's just he had a Pokemon that is clearly shouldn't be allowed. Straight up. And it comes back down again to not having rank bans. And the Chinese version already has draft, guys. In case you didn't know, the Chinese version apparently might be a different developed game than the version we have. And already in Master Rank, they have draft mode in their beta. They're currently in testing of the Chinese server. they already have draft mode. So I better hope it comes to us. If we get draft mode, all of these problems are just not gone, right? But they're not going to be as worse. As soon as we get draft ourselves, as soon as we have a ban in ranked, all this will be much easier to deal with. And the fact that we still don't have it is just ridiculous, because then we could just, we just ban Mewtwo, no one has to deal with it, we can just ban it, it's like a band-aid until they actually balance the Pokemon properly, and then you can start figuring it out. Of course, it's kind of bad, because you kind of want to play the new Pokemon, but in the end, just don't make it so overpowered then. No one's going to ban it if it wasn't so overpowered, right? Not going to happen. Like, I have to play with a 24k Charizard against this abomination of a character, and it's just not fun. Like, I'm losing it. I'm still going to obviously continue and try my hardest to give you guys good videos where I don't feel like I'm done with the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rant as always. I like ranting sometimes. I feel like I have to get it out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!